Hello and welcome. First things first, Pakistan has hired a motivational speaker. Is what is being bandied around on social media one day before. They should hire me. Not that I will get hired by Pakistan, but
No,
yeah, I'll be much better than whoever. Anyway, that's a different matter. But imagine this: a clinical psychologist 24 hours before an India-Pakistan game gets hired, a motivational speaker. Now they have cancelled their press conference, by the way.
yeah.
They have cancelled their pre-match press conference today because they are saying they don't want to answer a single question on handshake gate. They don't want to answer a single question on the standoff, and no political question. But Surya Kumar Yadav answered all the questions in Abu Dhabi. Surya Kumar Yadav did not say no to a single question.
No.
Even the ACC media people, they had made it very clear that ask cricket related questions, and people did.
Yeah.
So what is the problem? Why are you not addressing press conferences? What's your issue? Why are you running away from doing press con? I don't understand this. But if the ACC media people can tell every media present in Abu Dhabi yesterday, including us, that ask Surya, these kind of questions.
Yeah, and don't ask political
Come
questions.
on, boss.
And it was adhered.
Look, you can still read between the lines. You can still read between the lines, and Surya answered. Surya was laughing when they said extra pressure, this, that. But there are ways and means to do it. There are ways and means to be able to answer such questions, and you do it. So that Pakistan has cancelled that. Most importantly, they had targeted Andy Pycroft saying, and this is what we will expose on this show. Gargi had put out this factual tweet in response to that press conference that was done by Mohsin Naqvi, Ramiz Raja, and Najam Sethi, saying where Ramiz was given. By the way, Ramiz obviously did not know the stat. He was fed the stat.
He turned around and asked someone.
Correct. He was given the stat that Andy Pycroft has refereed in 90 India games. And that was used as a stat to prove that, Andy Pycroft has been officiating in India games and he's biased towards India. Stat number one. Stat number two, and a former president of PCB told me yesterday in a real conversation that, listen, Andy Pycroft is biased, and if you go and check your stats, and he was very firm about it. He told me, you must go and check your stats. Andy Pycroft gets to officiate in all India-Pakistan games as match referee.
Okay.
So these are the 2 points that was given. So the first point, which you busted out, was Andy Pycroft. Why don't you say that stat? And that's point number one. And we will put every fact today. Everything will be factual. How many matches did Andy Pycroft do? Give the details.
534. 534 matches in total, out of which 124 are for India. Now you might look at this stat in isolation and say, oh my God, 500 में से 124 Andy Pycroft ने तो India के लिए किया. But listen to the other numbers as well and try to understand that saying that Andy Pycroft favors India is illogical, absolutely, because when you see the other stats, 105 matches for England and 107 matches for Pakistan, almost identical numbers, then it doesn't make any sense. What are you trying to say?
Let me add to that. So when you're saying 107 matches for Pakistan, compare the number of matches Pakistan has played compared to the one India has played. Maybe India has played a few more. So when the percentage comes that this guy has officiated X percentage for Pakistan, it's actually more or as close as India. Number one. So Andy Pycroft has not officiated any statistics-wise, percentage-wise India games compared to the ones that he has officiated for Pakistan.
Yeah.
Gargi Raut has put out that stat on
107 for England, 102 for Pakistan.
Fair enough. 107 for England, 102 for Pakistan. Somebody who has officiated in 100 plus Pakistan games, did you ever accuse him of bias? Did you ever target Andy Pycroft then? Did you ever target anybody like that? No, you did not. Now the more important one. I was told that Andy Pycroft gets to officiate in all India-Pakistan matches as match referee. And I said, why? And I was told, आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या? I said, क्या समझ में आएगा? In fact, I was quite taken aback. I said, बोलना क्या चाहते हैं आप? And I was told, no, because ICC is biased. Andy Pycroft is biased towards India. That's why he's given more and more India games. I said, are you serious? I said, yes. I said, fair point. चलिए, मैं stats देखता हूँ, फिर आपसे इस पे बहस होगा. The interesting bit is, And fascinating. By the way, the one caveat is important here. Ashok is, by the way, the other side working on his computer. You must also listen to this. So I told the man, I said, "Aap jab accuse kar rahe ho Andy Pycroft, what is the role of a match referee in an India-Pakistan game? How active is the match referee? It's a limited role." I said, "Limited role mein kya influence kar dega match mein?"
He's not the on-field umpire.
Tell me, what role does the match referee? No, he will influence. Okay, fine. Can you play that card? Can you play that? Now look at, folks, look at this card. Look at this card which we have compiled from 2017. Actually, I can go back to 2015 also. I can go back to 2015 also, which we also have. So we have compiled all India-Pakistan matches from 2015 onwards. Okay. So 2015, you've just seen this. 2015 onwards, India-Pakistan have played 15 times. 15 times, and David Boone has done 50% of those games. The ones on your screen, Champions Trophy, Andy Pycroft. आप उसके बाद देखो, Champions Trophy final, David Boone. Asia Cup League, David Boone. Asia Cup Super 4, David Boone. World Cup, Ranjan Madugale. World Cup, David Boone. So Andy Pycroft has done 1, 2, 3, and 4 between 2017 and 2025. And how many has David Boone done?
How many years is that, first of all?
Check.
17 to 25.
8 years. And
4 games.
Look at how many David Boone has done.
Yeah.
David Boone has done 7 games.
Yeah.
David Boone has done more games than Andy Pycroft. Ranjan Madugale has also done 2 games here. Ranjan Madugale has done games. Javagal Srinath has done 1. But so clearly, you are talking about 15 games, out of which 50% of the games has been done by David Boone, who's an Australian. You are saying Andy Pycroft is biased. Where is this coming? Where is this coming? I mean, all of a sudden you have targeted a man who you attacked him saying, "Boss, this is bias. This is bias." Come on here. Come on. There has to be a limit to everything. And by the way, I've sent it also. I've sent the stat to this former head of PCB and saying, check your stat. Before you made that point, you must check your stat. It is actually incorrect.
But why is it that PCB, whatever argument they're putting forward, they're not checking their things? There is no logic behind going after Andy Pycroft, first with those stats that he favors India because he has played some 90, he has refereed some 90 games for India. First of all, that was wrong. Second, what is the logic behind this? Like you also pointed out, that he's a match referee. He's not the on-field umpire. Exactly. That he's going to raise his finger every time there's an appeal against Pakistan. How does Andy Pycroft influence anything on that field and has anything to do with the result of the game? Number 2, these stats as well. I mean, you're going to come out and somehow it all comes down to Andy Pycroft at the end of the day. Everything is Andy Pycroft's fault. That video goes out, it's Andy Pycroft's fault because he did not say anything. He was present. He knew that the video was being taken. So why did match referee not say anything?
So I was told that ICC had apparently permitted. So I said, what did the ICC permit?
Yeah.
No, the ICC had permitted the filming. Wasim Khan is sitting there. Fair point.
Okay.
So you mean to say ICC who permitted, then ICC only sent the mail. So ICC में क्या कुछ जानता ही नहीं है?
Yeah.
That Wasim Khan is sitting there who has permitted, and then Wasim Khan, who's general manager of ICC, will not know that a mail has been shot saying this is violation. So he said, "ये हमें नहीं पता." I said, "What do you mean?" Number 2. I said, "ये मुझे बताइए that आपने वो video mute करके डाल दिया. How is that possible?" He said, "No, ICC had said that you cannot put out the contents." I said, "ICC said cannot put out the contents and mute करके डाल दो." So then an ICC then is sending you a mail saying this is violation.
Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely आप बोल सकते.
So when we talk about this entire situation, and from what we are hearing from our sources, is the fact that when this entire video recording or shooting was happening, obviously wherever there are players, wherever there are match officials or authorities involved, there is always an anti-corruption person around. In the PMOA. And what happened was, what we're hearing is that the Pakistan media manager, when he went in and was trying to shoot, he was stopped by the anti-corruption officer at that point. And at that point as well, the media manager threatened a boycott and said that if you don't let us do this, then we will boycott the match. We will pull out of this match.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely right. I mean, coming to the game, they have now hired a clinical psychologist. They have hired a motivational speaker. They have hired every person in the world. And by the way, this is the latest, Ashok, breaking, that Pakistan has actually cancelled the press conference because it is part of their mental conditioning strategy. They don't want outside noise. Can you imagine this?
So India wants outside noise.
Press conference is outside noise. That's why they've cancelled the press conference. Just got it.
That's a new
Just
one.
now. I'll show you.
That's a new one that I've heard.
So sources are just telling me.
You're telling me your international cricketers that are supposed to be world class are not able to answer questions of the
I'm
of
forwarding
media.
the message that I just got to both of you from
Oh my goodness.
Check. I forwarded.
My goodness.
PC cancelling was also part of the process, shutting the outside noise, focus on strengthening mental health. पागल हो गए क्या ये लोग? पागल हो गए क्या? I mean, I've never heard anything like this. Ever heard that one day before the game you are actually saying, I will, I will cancel the press conference. I will cancel it because it is part of my mental health strategy. I'm shutting down outside noise. How do you react to that, Gargi? I mean, I honestly don't know.
I don't know. I don't understand what part of mental health conditioning and what it has to do with press conference. The outside noise comes from.
But isn't there a rule
that
a pre-match press conference is
a part of the
mandated?
regulations? We need to go back and check the rules first of all. How mandatory is it? Because in other sports,
ACC में तो कुछ भी mandatory नहीं है. ACC में तो clearly ये तो second time हुआ ना? UAE मैच में उन्होंने cancel कर दिया. अभी भी उन्होंने cancel कर दिया.
But मुझे ये बताओ कि आप are you not doing a disservice to your own journalists and in extension your fans as well?
शेख भाई पाकिस्तान के बात करने के अलावा कुछ है तुम्हारे पास? भाई पाकिस्तान खुद को कार्टून बनाता है तो हम क्या करें? हमारे साथ तो वो तो कल हमारे साथ खेलने वाले हैं. उसके पहले प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस क्यों नहीं करेंगे? हमें प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कवर करना है. It is our job. Come on, हमारे लिए करो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस.
We wanted to talk about the game. You didn't do the press conference.
हम सवाल पूछना चाहते थे सलमान अली आगा से. हमारे कैप्टन ने तो कर दिया प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस. तो आप क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो? करो. पाकिस्तान जो भी करेगा हमको सवाल पूछने का हर मीडिया जो यहाँ पे है, उनका मीडिया, पाकिस्तान का मीडिया, यूएई का मीडिया, सारे मीडिया, उनका हक बनता है करने का. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है? बाय द वे, दिस इज आल्सो इंटरेस्टिंग. India, who had no practice, let us give you the update on that as well.
Yeah.
India, who did not have a practice session, have now added. Is it because yesterday was underwhelming? Is it because some of the batters weren't able to really get going? Do you think that is one of the reasons that the Indians have opted 100%. for a practice session tonight? 6 o'clock ICC Academy is when India is practicing. Let us give you that update also. Interestingly, Pakistan and India practice are side by side. Same time ICC Academy.
Will they pull out of that as well?
Who knows?
To stop.
Who knows?
Guard themselves from the outside noise.
Indian journalists cannot see. Block kar do. So they will train in that other ground. India will train in this ground, which is what? At a gap of 20 meters of each other. So how will they shut out Indian journalists from covering that? Same time practice for both the teams.
Sports Gang TV is asking, and fair enough question. Hi, Boria and Gargi. I'm curious about one thing. Do the players wait and have a candid chat after the press conference, or do they leave immediately? Depends on who it is.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, obviously, if you are a friend of that particular player, if you have proximity to that particular player, the player will stand and talk and have fun, banter, whatever it is.
But personal chat.
But yeah, I mean, you don't ask questions like anything about the game or not. That is not part of convention. But the player will stand and socially chat. There are many players like that. Or on occasions also, there have been multiple cases where the player has finished the press conference and has gone. Yeah. So that's also very much part of that. There's no kind of rule based on this. So it depends on the player and also on personal rapport.
Ashni K is saying, Boryada, why is ref sports? I'm expecting to see Gill today at the practice session. Okay, why is ref sports going gaga about Gill like his PR? There's that dreaded word. He doesn't deserve a place in T20 eyes. He doesn't have the required strike rate as opener, nor has he won IPL.
Well, who has given you or me the right to decide that he doesn't deserve a place? He's part of India's team. He's your vice captain. And by the way, if you check his IPL record, who says he's not won? He won it with the Gujarat Titans when Hardik was captain. He was very much part of that team and which did sensationally well. Thereafter, they made a final also. And again, Gill was one of the instruments in making the final for the Gujarat Titans team. He was the pivot, if I can say, in batting, which is why they made the final. I think, and this is my personal opinion, I give 2 Fs for PR. No one tells me what I do, okay? So the fact of the matter is, no Gill, nobody. Even my friend Sachin Tendulkar has never asked me to do a story for him, and if he did, I wouldn't do it. So let me be blunt about it. No one can ever come and tell me that this is your editorial line for Rev Sports. I believe Shubman Gill has the quality, just like I believe Yashasvi Jaiswal has the quality. Just like I believe Shreya Iyer deserved a place in this Indian team. So there is no two ways. So don't say Gill. I'm making it very clear in answer to your question that Yashasvi Jaiswal absolutely deserves. Shreya Iyer deserves. It is India's riches in the T20 format that stop us from including everybody. Now that Gill is here, he's your vice captain. India needs runs from him. So there is no question of PR or non-PR. He failed in the Pakistan game and in the Oman game. That again, that incoming delivery, there is a problem there. And we highlighted, between the two of us, we highlighted that. Gargi and I, we've spoken about this incoming delivery how many times? Tell me. Millions. Millions of times.
And since the past 2 months, we've been talking about it. So
address karna hai to aur bhi karna hai to kar dijiye.
And even in England, when there were things to be critical about, we were critical about Shubman Gill. We were critical about his captaincy. We were critical about his bowler's rotation, and we spoke out about those things as well. Then you're suddenly some other PR.
Correct, and then you're like, you are anti-Gill. You're doing this. We said that he allowed the game to drift in England a couple of times, especially in Manchester when England got 700 runs. So make no mistake, we will call spade a spade. Whatever we see, we will call.
Okay. Ben is saying, since Salman Agha is skipping all press conferences, one thing he can't avoid is toss. I am very interested to see whether Salman speaks at the toss because Ravi Shastri will be there. But Ravi Shastri won't ask him any tough questions, right?
He'll toss just,
क्या पूछ सकते हो? आप टीम पूछोगे और क्या पूछोगे?
And Ravi at the toss क्या पूछेगा? I mean, journalist के सामने अगर वो आज आ जाते, तो मैं तो उनको पूछता कि आप उस दिन प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में क्यों नहीं आए? आपने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस क्यों कैंसिल कर दिया?
You will ask them what's going on with the batting. क्या हो रहा है?
सीधा बात है. question and I'm well. आप ये सोचो ना. Whoever is watching this broadcast, you tell me, am I entitled in asking Salman Agha as captain of Pakistan with due humility, due respect to his position, that Mr. Agha, why did you not come for the press conference the other day? Can you please tell us? Because your journalists were also there. People have come here to cover you. We wanted to cover you. Why did you not come? Is this a fair question, yes or no? And then if we say that, are you guys, you've hired a mental conditioning coach 24 hours before the India-Pakistan match, a clinical psychologist, whatever you want to call it. Are you guys mentally feeling the heat against India? Do you think mentally India has an edge? Is that an unfair question to ask in a press conference?
Not at all.
Is that so? So what is the problem? I would have asked that question, that are you feeling the heat that you've ordered? You've asked a mental conditioning coach to join you. I would have asked that question. My right to ask that question is not there because Pakistan doesn't want to do a press conference.
Okay, Arvind is asking, if tomorrow Pakistan wins and then dedicate the win to their armed forces, what will be your reaction?
Nothing. Surya Kumar Yadav did. Pakistan did. Nothing. So absolutely nothing.
Pakistan can also do that.
I have said this very clearly, that sport has forever been used as a platform for peaceful protest. If they want to dedicate it to their armed forces, let them do it. Surya Kumar Yadav did. Let them do it. If they cross the line and dedicate it to something that is politically contested, then we will have plenty to say. I'm not saying it more here. Let's keep some things on hold. One cannot say more than this.
Yeah.
But if they do make such kind of comments, then we will have plenty to say.
Yeah.
Clearly, they have nothing to say.
Clearly. Fitmonk is saying, looks like we would see a very spicy game tomorrow, full of verbal banter, perfect display of rivalry. Bring it on, Pakistan.
100%. And we want Pakistan to come and beat us on the cricket field if they can. The Gulf, according to us, is very strong. The Gulf is here. If Pakistan can punch above their weight and India play below par, only then they have a chance. But that's cricket. I am not saying Pakistan cannot. I am saying it's 80-20 in favor of India.
Okay. Priyanshu is saying Pakistan does all this so that nobody talks about their pathetic on-field cricket. Oman was showing better competition.
I thought Oman was very good.
Very good.
And Oman justified every bit the presence of associate countries in the Asia Cup.
And there was a moment in the press box as well where we looked at each other and thought, "Ye kahin jeet to nahi jayenge." There was this.
अगर वो हार्दिक पांड्या वो कैच ना पकड़ा होता, Oman would have come to close as 10 runs or something.
Yeah.
It was Hardik's catch that changed everything.
Okay, Sports Gang TV saying, I feel an influential sport like cricket shouldn't promote any tobacco brand. But why do you think ACC has allowed a certain Gutka brand to sponsor this Asia Cup?
Because this is a contested one. I mean, for the longest time, India had plenty of tobacco brands sponsoring Indian cricket.
Delhi Stadium.
Everything. I mean, plenty of tobacco brands sponsoring. Otherwise, it will be surrogate. Where do you stop? You have alcohol brands, you have tobacco brands, you have other, narcotics, or rather, these kind of, how do I put it? Say alcohol, you will say mineral water. You will have plenty of such things, tobacco brands, and even aerated water, aerated drinks, and all of that stuff. So where do you draw this line? I mean, there is always going to be this question.
Then there's the clause, like the BCCI has now kept, morally, what was it? Goes against the moral.
हाँ, but ये moral कौन सा moral है?
नहीं, I'm saying कि उसके अंदर आप लाके फिर मना कर सकते हो कि नहीं करेंगे हम लोग, because this is not morally right. Okay.
यहाँ पे विमल, that pan masala, whatever is everywhere.
Exactly. कहाँ पे बृष्टि हो रही है श्रेयांश?
बृष्टि?
প্রচুর বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে। कहाँ?
কলকাতায়
হচ্ছে।
শ্রেयांশ কোথায় বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে ভাই? কলকাতায় বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে?
यहाँ तो नहीं हो रही है, तो मैं बता सकती हूँ। You can see
কলকাতায় বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে, মানে মহালয়ের আগে কলকাতায় খুব বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে, বলো সেটা, তাহলে বাড়িতে জিজ্ঞাসা করব।
Okay, Abhijit Borse is saying, clearly cricket is not the only thing they need to sort out after listening to the absurd advice of mental conditioning coach of Pakistan.
I mean, I'm quite taken aback that I've never heard a mental conditioning strategy is boycott the pre-match press conference or not do it. I've never heard of this. That you boycott a pre-match press conference or don't hold a pre-match press conference as part of your mental health strategy is bloody bizarre.
Arvind is saying, has Oman taught Pakistan how to play India? They should. Amit, pata nahi kya hai. PCB has made this Asia Cup more entertaining than many daily soaps like Anupama or Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi. Okay. Aritra Chatterjee is saying, everybody is saying that Dubey adds an extra bowling option, but a captain like Rohit did not give him the ball for a single over in a tournament. Captains like Sky and Hardik are also afraid to give him the ball.
Who?
Dubey.
No, but he did. Dubey did bowl. Dubey did bowl in, which game did he bowl? And he also...
UAE.
Yeah, he bowled in the UAE game, and he picked a couple of wickets also, right?
Yeah,
he picked a couple of wickets also. And he also bowled, कल भी Dubey ball डाल रहा था ना? हाँ. कल भी तो डाला था ना उसने.
Okay, more questions, and then in the next 5-10 minutes we can
10 मिनट में खत्म करते हैं.
Yeah. Please talk about Pakistan if they win. वो बहुत आगे की बात है.
अरे होने दो ना, अगर होता है सात्विक चिराग मैच इज लाइव, फाइनल लोडिंग, यार 600 के साथ खेल रहा है, अभी तो 4-3 से आगे था 600 1 मिनट पहले. So it is on my phone, and I'm not saying anything at this point. By the way, they've taken a big lead, Chiasso, 8-3.
Naidu is saying a day's...
8-7 Chiasso at this point in time.
Naidu is saying a day's gap before the big clash, tired legs and heat, will it affect India?
By the way, they're practicing also. Who's asking? Naidu. They're practicing. It's an optional practice, but I think the batters will turn up. After yesterday, the fact that a number of batters, Hardik didn't get a hit in, Shivam did not get too many runs, Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill failed in 2 games. Surya did not bat yesterday. I think quite a few of our batters will come and come and take a hit in the nets. Varun didn't play yesterday. Jasprit didn't play yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if you see all of these guys turning up.
Question is not if Shivam Dube will bowl. It's how reliable is he as a bowler?
He is a reliable option for a 1 or 2 over burst. These kind of wickets in Dubai, not 200 run games. Dubey will come and bowl a couple of overs. Obviously will bowl once Pakistan is under pressure and Kuldeep and Varun and Aksar have done the damage along with Hardik and Bumrah. And in the middle, he can come and bowl and give you a couple of overs, just like Abhishek Sharma can give you 1. Obviously, he's not your primary bowling option.
Fitmonk is saying this is the difference between our mindset and Aussie's mindset. They would have beaten Oman hugely without illogical experiments.
I don't think so. I've seen many such examples where, and by the way, I don't think India is any inferior to any country in T20 cricket. Remember, we are world champions, not Australia. Let me remind you that we are world champions, not Australia. We are the world's #1 team in this variety, not Australia. So we are the ones. So let's not kind of give Australian cricket that extra bhav. And absolutely no need. Somebody asked a Gulveer question.
Yes.
Absolutely. Whoever asked that Gulveer
5,000 meter.
0.19 coming ninth, that incredible run. He was till halfway leading the pack, world championship. I think Gulveer, Sachin and Sarvesh are the three people who have stood out for India in this world championship, and we have covered it extensively. We will let them come back. We will do proper interviews also. I've already had conversations, and these fellows should be promoted properly. We've covered world championships. If you go to our website, every piece was covered, every detail was covered. And make no mistake that each one of these athletes will be closely tracked. By the way, I don't know if you all know, Gulveer is actually a product of the TSK 25K marathon that I host in Kolkata. He ran that and he won that. So Gulveer has been one who I've seen come up the ranks because he ran my race, which I host every year, the Procam Tata Steel Kolkata 25K. Fantastic guy.
Okay, Buriada is my favorite. Saurav Ganguly in contention to become BCCI president again.
I don't want to say much on BCCI president yet because BCCI presidency is not decided. I've said this 7 days in advance. Today is the 21st. It's still 6-7 days. Meetings are on. I know. I also have heard that Saurav's name is being bandied around. I've had conversations also, but Raghuram Bhatt's name is also there. Saurav's name is also there. Multiple other names are also there. Let's see what happens.
A lot of people have been asking us for an interview with Rinku.
रिंकू के साथ रोहित जुगलान ने तो किया, यहाँ आने के पहले ही तो one-on-one एक लंबा इंटरव्यू किया यार. I mean, रोहित बहुत मेहनती लड़का है, सही है. And Rohit Juglan did a beautiful interview in Lucknow, I think, where they were playing that UP League just about a couple of weeks back before they came here. Very detailed interview. You should go and check the Rev Sports platforms both in English and Hindi.
Okay, final couple of comments. Sports Gang is asking Boria, you being a veteran journalist, do you think the demand of print media has drastically reduced, or is it here to stay?
Print media will never go. When you say print, if you mean the hard newspaper, I'm still one of those who will want to read his newspaper in the morning. But print is also now digital because it's about copies. It's about writing. I don't think writing will ever become passé. Writing will always be part of our story. Look at our website and the numbers that we track these days. We are tracking 20 million plus numbers every month now, and it's exponentially growing. Gargi writes copies every day. Ashok writes copies every day. Ask them the kind of feedback that they receive. I write more than a copy. I also do copies for Money Control and other places. Absolutely, writing is part of a discipline. I don't think it will ever go anywhere.
All right.
Your favorite, what are these? Your favorite young journalist?
Yeah.
All my kids at Rev Sports, including Gargi Raut. So I will name Shubhan Chakraborty, Gargi Raut, Rohan Chaudhary. Rohit is still a little bit senior than yours. Okay. Rohan and Gargi. If you actually ask me about two young Rahul Giri, three young journalists who I've seen. Snehashish, not so on the field, but three young people who I've seen real promise in. Rohan has exceeded my expectations as far as Paralympic sport is concerned. Brilliant stuff. Rahul has exceeded my expectations as far as football coverage is concerned. Gargi has done fantastically well. Coming up, to do shows with me is not easy. I push people. We strive for excellence all the time. We push our research. How can we keep getting better? So these are my three young people, three really, really strong people, Rohan, Rahul and Gargi, who I've got great hopes from.
On that note, I think we should end the show.
We have to head out for a meeting.
For a very special interview as well.
How cool and what?
How cool and vibrant Oman skipper Jatinder Singh, very graceful.
Very nice. And the way he spoke about Surya Kumar Yadav and everything, very nice.
Yeah.
How have you been in Muscat?
Muscat.
No, I've not. I mean, Ashok, apni Muscat gেছেন?
No.
I've not.
Neither have I.
Pankaj Khimji has invited so many times. We must go one time. I mean, I've not been there.
All right. On that note, we will take your leave. We'll be back from the practice session. So don't forget to join us then. What is the local time? 7:30. We'll meet you around 7:30.
What time is our Kenya stuff, Ashok?
6:30.
6:30 local. So then let's meet around 8:30 India.
Yeah, let's meet around 8:30 India, and we'll bring you all the updates. India and Pakistan practicing side by side, so it'll be something to watch out for.
And I don't know if Rohit Juglan will be banned from covering Pakistan. If that happens, I'll give you that news also.
Watch out for our space. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And